Thank you. Business as mission. Business as mission is doing like Jesus, meeting the needs of the people. Jesus constantly and consistently met the needs of the people who came to him. And he never, ever told anyone, you have the wrong kind of need. Most people who came to Jesus came with physical needs or issues and needs that were related to some legal issue, economical issue, or social issue. And Jesus met those needs and said, this is the kingdom of God being manifested. Nicodemus, he was an academic, smart guy, and he had a kind of a spiritual question, how can I be born again? But he was the exception. Most people came with physical, social, legal, economical issues and needs, and Jesus met those. How many people in the world today, this is a question for you, how many people in the world today do you think wake up thinking, I wonder how can I be born again? How many? Not many. How many people in the world today do you think wake up thinking, I wish I had a job with dignity? This is what business as mission is partly about. Following Jesus, being like Jesus, doing like Jesus, walking with Jesus into the marketplace, meeting the needs of the people and demonstrating the kingdom of God. One of the major needs in the globe today is jobs. Business as mission is not just about job creation, but it is an issue because without jobs, you have all kinds of social and other problems arising. There is a shortage, and listen now, this is mind-blowing statistics. There's a shortage of 1.8 billion jobs globally. 1.8 billion jobs. And if you look where this shortage is the biggest, it actually overlaps where you have most of the unreached people groups, where you have the poorest of the poor, where the demographic structure is such that there are mainly young people. You can't talk about the migrant problem and not looking at the issue of jobs. We can never talk about adequate prevention of human trafficking without talking about jobs. We can never address the issue of helping people out of trafficking and prostitution without addressing jobs. Jobs with dignity, meeting the needs of the people, demonstrating the kingdom of God. Business as mission is about shaping business for God and for the common good. Shaping business for God and the common good. And we do that by looking at 4 P's. How can we, through business, serve people? Jesus came to serve. How can we serve people? Secondly, how can we align our businesses with God's purposes? Doing business as justice, doing business as human dignity, doing business as Great Commission, doing business as loving your neighbor, doing business as creation care. How can we align our businesses with God's purposes and be good stewards of the planet? Even when we talk about migration streams, we talk about people who are forced to move or moving because of changes in environmental circumstances. And fourthly, if you count correctly, how can businesses make a profit? Because if they don't make a profit, they go bust and they can't serve anyone. People, purpose, planet, and profit. That is business as mission. So if God has called you to business, don't stoop yourself to become a pastor.